Hey there, boaters. I'm Stacey Hanrahan, and welcome to Wednesday's episode of Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was brought to you by Diver Dennis. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Now let's see what's splashing around in nautical news. Pick up any marine industry related magazine on the newsstand and it won't take you long to find a story on boat sales being down, dealerships closing, or production declining. Yes, between a struggling housing market and rising fuel costs, the U.S. is going through a difficult economic time. But BYM News points out that the marine industry isn't in danger of sinking anytime yet. Thanks to the weakening dollar, they point out that the export market is strong. Also, new wealth in emerging markets has given many companies solid sales in Europe, Latin America, and Asia. The sailing market is proving to be one to keep an eye on for future growth. With fuel costs soaring, sailing has become more desirable than powerboating to some boaters. And as people become more and more health conscious, add that to the trend of the day, going green, sailing may be regarded as the preferred choice for boaters. But don't think sailing hasn't been hit by hard times. Recently released results of the sailing market's State of the Industry study show that production in the sailboat sector fell 5% in 2007. This is after 7 years of slow decline in sailboat production. Of course, economic times are certain to change. BYM News does a thorough job of keeping up with trends in the marine industry. To read more news by BYM, go to www.bymnews.com. Coming up in smooth sailing, if you can't sail in the water, sail on top of it. Ice sailing, ice yachting, ice boating, whatever you call it, I call it crazy. Yes, I'm definitely impressed with the courage of those that participate in this sport. Actually, I would classify lying flat on your back, cruising 6 inches off the surface of a frozen lake at speeds over 60 miles per hour an extreme sport. The Gull Lake Ice Yacht Club in Michigan is just one of many ice boating clubs throughout the world. It has 60 members, has been around for more than 100 years, and hosted the first World Championship event in 1973. Since then, the race has been in Poland, Germany, Sweden, and Estonia. But local races take place anywhere the ice is frozen and the wind is blowing. There is no monetary gain in winning a race, so why do they do it? Ice sailing skippers say there's nothing like it. They say it's a breathtaking, heart-pounding ride. I don't doubt it. 12-foot ice yachts go from $500 for a used model all the way up to $6,000 for a top-of-the-line new one. They glide across the ice on 3 runners that look like oversized ice skating blades. You steer with a tiller and control your speed with a sail. That speed's between 60 to 120 miles per hour, or 5 to 6 times faster than the wind. If you'd like some more excitement in your life, learn more about ice boating at www.gtiyc.com. Next up in Off the Hook, become a millionaire by watching fishing. Move over, fantasy football. Make room for fantasy fishing. Similar to fantasy football, fantasy fishing players pick a team of professional tournament anglers and earn points based on how their team members perform in 7 FLW tournaments, the NFL of bass fishing, and the annual Forest Wood Cup Championships. The game is simple. Sign up on fantasyfishing.com, pick 10 anglers, and wait to see who wins. The process is free, unless you want the player's advantage, which will cost you $39.95 for a dozen tools including angler rankings and pundit picks. Winners will receive millions in cash and prizes. Today, an estimated 15 million people play fantasy sports from golf to baseball to rugby, according to the Fantasy Sports Trade Association. And enthusiasts spend an estimated $1.5 billion a year on websites that run the fantasy leagues, such as sportsline.com and fanball.com. If I can't convince you to pick a fantasy fishing team, maybe their new spokesman will.
Just go fantasy fishing with me, Hulk Hogan, and click on to FLWFantasyFishing.com. And what you gonna do when you catch the big one, brother?
That's right, the Hulkster is officially on board. To play or just check it out, go to www.fantasyfishing.com. Now it's time to reveal Stacey's TheBoaters.com Sealebrity profile pick of the day, which is Captain Christopher Herold and their 35-foot young son, Rhiannon. Christopher, his wife, and his faithful beagle were liveaboards for 7 years. They've sailed from San Diego to the Bahamas. Here they are surfing in Mexico. Welcome to the Boaters, and congrats on your Sealebrity status. And finally today, the captain's caption of the day is, "A mug a day keeps scurvy away," submitted by Brendan Butler. And that'll do it for this episode of the Boaters TV. See you back here on Friday.